What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Simple Minds, and we're back for the other 1979 album, Real to Real Cacophony, though I have to point out Real to Real is not with double E's, like, reel of film or something. It's Real, R-E-A-L, Real to Real Cacophony, so I think there's a bit of cheekiness and cleverness to the phrasing of the title, and the first track is essentially the title track, meaning it's Real to Real, again spelled R-E-A-L in both cases, but without the cacophony. So yes, I wonder about the title of the album. I wonder whether this is indeed an expression of the sentiment right away, which makes me wonder always if it could be a concept album, though I've talked about it before. A title track, which, this isn't exactly that. It features part of the album title, but it always makes sense to me when it's either the first or the final track on the album. When it's like a middle track, it makes me wonder, why it was put there, because it feels like if it's the first track, then it's setting the stage. It's expressing the idea of the album right away, and if it's the final track, then it's sort of the capstone. It culminates the album, or concludes the album with the concept expressed over the course of the record, whether it's a formal concept album or not. So in that sense, it makes sense to me to start with the phrase, but again, the idea of something that is real, whether we're talking like empirically or materially, or whether, distinguishing it from something plastic or fake in a creative sense or a commercial sense, I do wonder these same possibilities, but I'll just have to see what I can catch on the first listen. This is Simple Minds, the track is Real to Real, and it's the first tune on their Real to Real Cacophony album, 1979. Okay. What a fascinating tune. I love it even though I really have no idea what's happening. I do feel like there's maybe some self-reference. We definitely heard the album title, not just Real to Real, but Real to Real Cacophony, so very much a title track. And the song was a bit cacophonous, a bit sort of disorienting, lots of different noises, though I like some of them. Very electric. There was like a lead electric organ type of melody that was really enchanted and a bit cosmic. His vocals added to that effect because they were very echoed, and I heard him make reference to something that was echoed. So again, lines that seemingly express some of the sonic atmosphere of the tune. There were also these like electric squiggles that were recurring and had a rhythmic quality to them. So yeah, almost like a laser type of sound. Definitely like very electronic and experimental sounding, and less synth rock sounding. And again, I recognize that their evolution from the late 70s to the mid 80s, which is the period spanning my experience with the group, is remarkable. And yet even this feels very different from Life in a Day already. And some of the songs on that one, they had this feel of like, wow, this sort of like Roxy music. This felt different. This felt like Gary Newman or something like that. It had this real electronic atmosphere, a bit mechanical and yet a bit unpredictable. So yeah, like a really interesting opener to the album. I didn't catch a whole lot of what he said, because maybe in part because of the echoed vocals. But yeah, what I did catch seemed to maybe be expressing some of what we were hearing, and it just had this like space age futuristic and yet also like cluttered and a bit chaotic, a bit cacophonous type of sound. So yeah, a really interesting opener. I'll be curious to hear what people have to say about this one thematically or lyrically, but yeah, just another remarkable Simple Minds tune, and one that, not that I was expecting anything necessarily, but one that was still a bit unexpected. So yeah, a really interesting opener. Looking forward to the rest of the album. Thank you again to Philip for providing Simple Minds material, as well as to Han Solo, who provided a lot of stuff or multiple albums in the early phase of this deep dive. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.